Morning, everyone. No, it's not morning. I take that back. It's 1:30 on the dot. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to my channel. I hope you're all well and having a good weekend so far. It's going to be a bit shadowy probably on the video because it's really dull and grey and damp looking outside. Cold too. Feels cold. We're here today. I've got Peanut, little Owen Roy at first, and we're going to do PJ Saturday with a couple of the boys, well, the three small boys, and then I'll show you the dress set that I just finished for Scarlett this morning. Well, 10 minutes ago, half an hour ago maybe, actually, tell a fib, because I just had some toasted fruit loaf. It was really nice too. I started sewing this morning about 10:15. And I just had the skirt to put on the dress and the buttons and up the back, you know, that kind of thing. I'd done all the bodice yesterday. And I had the bonnet to do. And I had the pants all sewn up except for the elastic that had to be put through. So I'm thinking this morning, I'll have this all done in an hour or so. And I'm sat there and I put a film on Netflix and I'm sewing away. And then I started thinking to myself, that film went quick. Must have only been like an hour one or something. And then I was still sewing away and I'm thinking, this will be done now in a few minutes. And then I was thinking, I'm starving. And I thought, well, I was thinking it was about 11:30. And then I looked at the clock and it was like 1:10. And I was thinking, where did that go? It just, time just flies when you're having fun, as they say. But it just seems so quickly, to go so quickly for the few jobs that I had to do with her dress. And I think probably listening to the, half listening, half watching the film on the laptop and that kind of thing, that probably made it all go faster as well. And it was nice, I enjoyed it. I'm just wondering what to do next now this afternoon. I have to decide once I've done this. So I've got Owen with me, little Peanut, and I thought of something when I picked this baby grow for him today, because I picked this one because this hat came from this morning. I got it off eBay for $3.99, lovely royal blue with a little top knot on, all cotton, newborn size, was $3.99 or something like that. I always say $3.99, but I think they're something like $3.69, $3.99, something like that. I did actually go on looking for a navy one, but they only had a few colours left at the moment. It's the place that I normally get my little hats and things from. The odd times I do buy them, when I can't get specific ones or I want a plain colour. So I'm hoping they're not going to be one of those shops that add hundreds to sale, and then when they're all gone, and then that's the last of it then. And then the part that made me smile to myself was as I was getting him ready to film and laying him out on the nursing pillow, it suddenly dawned on me that I call him, little Peanut because of his little peanut face, bless him. And the baby grow he's wearing came from a little shop around the corner from me that sells second-hand clothes and things, and that's called Peanuts. So it's Peanuts outfit. It just tickled me when it just made me smile. But he looks really sweet, doesn't he? The baby grow is actually a next baby grow, and it only cost me 99p. So I was quite happy with that. And I brought it home, and I thought, I really like the colours of this. And this was the baby grow I put on him to try to see what he looked like as a boy, and it just transformed him into a boy immediately. And I knew that's where I should be going. So I thought it'd be, being his hat come this morning, and it's PJ Saturday, I thought I'd put it back on him again because I think it's quite nice, isn't it? So next up is Reuben. There he is, fast asleep. We say it every time, don't we? Oh, look at them, look so sweet, fast asleep. Because, some of them, they look so realistic, and you just think, oh, bless, it does that, doesn't it? Like you do with real babies. Oh, look at them, all peaceful. Only had me up all night crying and screaming and wailing and throwing up over my shoulder and all the rest of it. And then you're really stressed and worn out and tired, and you wonder why you ever bothered in the first place for 5 minutes. And then they fall asleep and you look at them and you go, oh, the trials and tribulations of motherhood and grandparenting. Oh, he looks really sweet, doesn't he? He's wearing, through the camera, it's looking, or through my phone, it's looking more blue, but it is actually a lovely teal green and white striped baby grow. It's one of those ones out that 5 set that's supposed to be tiny baby, but they're actually more like a newborn. And from Asda, from George Asda, it's got that cute pocket on the front there that I think looks sweet. It's so easy with him because he's got such lovely hair that even though he's got a bit of bed hair at the moment, because I've just taken him out of the crib, and when they're in the crib, I always put a blanket over the top. So beings now they can't lay down because Mum's got so many babies and has turned the back room into a craft room. They have to double end the cot, so then they're sort of sat up. So then I put the blanket over the top to keep the dust and everything off and protect them. Because we get, if we have the windows open, because we're right on our dual carriageway right outside our window, you get little flecks of black stuff that comes in and it gets on their clothes and things like that. It's not like a huge amount. They don't look like they've been dusted with black icing powder or talc or something. But you get odd little bits. So I thought I'm going to cover them over and make sure they're protected from anything. And keep them all nice and protected and safe and clean, because you never know what's in those things, do you? I'd rather wash a blanket than risk damaging any of the dolls. So, so there he is. I haven't changed Reuben. I haven't changed Trystan yet. So before I get him, I'll go and get Scarlett. She's actually just the other side of Reuben. You just can't see her, she's just not in camera, so I'll just pop him out, but I've got to go around, so I'll just pop him out and I'll try and be really quick because I know that a few seconds seems a really long time when people do this on their videos, and I'll try not to knock the tripod and all that kind of a thing. And then we'll get little Miss Scarlett, as they say in America, which is always really sweet, isn't it? And put her up, and then you can see what she looks like. So I just have to look in the camera. Oh, that wasn't bad, was it? Just plonk her down and she's all there. So this is what I just finished. Well, not long ago, a few minutes ago. I just sewed up the elastic in the pants. I did that now, so I gotta get past my tripod now. It's a good job you can't see what I'm doing. Oh, trying to do like there's that arm that comes out the back of your tripod, isn't it? And the tripod is stood there, so one leg sticks out backwards and this arm sticks out backwards. So I've got about, I don't know, 18 inches or so between the back of the tripod and the set of drawers that's behind. And and I'm not little, so I have to sort of like, and I'm not agile either, and I have to sort of like duck around and be careful that I don't spin everything around and make you all sick and spoil the whole thing if I have to go past for anything. Oh, right. So doesn't she look sweet? Oh my goodness, it's cold today, and when I picked her up, the vinyl is cold, and it felt horrible. And I put the dress on her, and I was looking at her, and it fits lovely and everything, and that's fine. And I was going to bring her on without a cardi or anything like that, but I actually couldn't stand to hold her and sort her out because she felt so cold. It was making me feel cold. And then I remembered then that for a long time I've got this little navy bolero cardigan that I bought, when Reuben was Alice May. A long time ago. It was a sale thing, so I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't Christmas before last. And I got it in the sale in Matalan, and it was about £2. And I really liked it, and I put it in the drawer, but it's not gone with anything because she doesn't wear dresses, and I haven't got other girls, and I changed Alice May to Reuben, didn't I? So that's what I need now. I need like a little, really sort of Alice. Oh, poo. Scarlett is absolutely adorable, as you know. Her and Trystan and Peanut are among my favourites in my collection. But I would like a really like sweet little baby girl, like a little one with like a really pretty face but a baby face, obviously, but just a really nice looking sculpt, and that'd be really nice. I think that I really need to crack on with my Skyer, and because I'm working up to it, but I've just been in the urge to doing a little bit of sewing first. I was really keen to, this dress set I've done today, I've done with my Skyer in mind when she's done. I've done the bonnet slightly bigger this time, but part of it was my own mistake because I printed this off. It's one that you print off, you know, from online, and you print off when you need it. And I must have obviously altered it at some stage for a different doll. And when I went to make it this morning, I couldn't find the panel that goes down the middle of the bonnet. So I was looking all around, and I had to look at the pattern online again. And then I realised then that the panel in the middle I had made smaller before, because there's no way it was 3.5 inches wide and 9 inches long. On the last one I made, it's a lot narrower than that. Probably just under 3 inches really, and that makes quite a difference in the size of the bonnet, doesn't it? And I was tempted to put a peak on it this time. I thought it would look really pretty, but the problem was I've still got no stiffener, and this fabric is like a lawn. I actually bought this fabric last summer for Evie, and can you see through it, look? For my granddaughter Evie, who would have been 3 at the time, and there's no way you can make a dress or anything out of that without lining and all the rest of it. And I just couldn't see, like, little Evie, you know, trying to run around in the park and on the beach and all that kind of thing, you know, all done up with layers and all the rest of it. I just thought, no, I'll just put it in the drawer, it'll come in handy for something. And it's made this beautiful dress. So I'm really pleased about that. And it's made it, because it is so lightweight, it's lovely and fine, and you know, it hangs nicely. It really is more like a lawn than anything else. When you buy online, you can't always see it, can you? You might say 100% cotton, but it doesn't say always, you know, what the thickness is like or anything like that. But she's got her bonnet on. She's got the cream cotton lace. Let's see if you can, yeah, you can actually see better than I realise. This is going everywhere. She's got the cream trim across the bodice. I was contemplating about putting a strip of navy ribbon across, and then like that, I was thought, no, I won't, because by the time I put all the ribbon on the bonnet and everything, I wanted it like a touch of navy, not loads of navy. When I used to sell them for eBay, this would have been had the navy ribbon going through there, maybe some more lace around it, maybe some frills over the shoulder. And then on the skirt I would have put 1 or 2 layers of lace going all around as well, and made it more fussy. But sometimes I like it like this, you know, and not too fussy. It's nice to have both. And she's got her little bloomers underneath, her little pants. So everything's all nice and neat and covered up. It works out quite well actually, because this is for a newborn, and she's 19 inches, so this is newborn. And this metre of fabric, if you sew, this metre of fabric is a wide metre, it's 63 inches. And for that I can get the bonnet, the dress and the pants with a small piece left over. So that's pretty good actually. You know, it would be enough to make something small, like say a travel pillow size, a child's travel pillow size left. And let's see, when you go to somewhere like, when I go to Traeger Mills, where I went the other week I was telling you about, or last Friday, not last Friday, Friday before actually, God, it goes so fast, isn't it now? You can get a metre of fabric up there for 100% cotton, you know, nice quality fabric. It'll be narrower though, so it makes a slight difference, but I can still get a dress set out of 1 metre, and that is £4.5p. So apart from the odd trimmings, which you've probably got around anyway, a dress set like this costs £4.5p, and a couple of hours work. Well, about 5 or 6 hours work, and you know, odd few swear words sometimes, but I didn't make a mistake this time. I was really good actually. I was quite chuffed with myself. I got right to the end, and then I realised then you didn't make a mistake this time. Well, I made 3 little ones last time. So I was quite chuffed with that. But I hadn't made a small dress for about a year. It's got to be. I think I might have fibbed there, because I think I might have done 1 or 2 in and out. but I haven't, properly sewn, made several dresses, and but this is lovely, and I love the black one too, and the one I made last time, and I really like that. So, and then apart from her cardigan, she's got her little socks on from Next. The ones my babies always wear because I like the size on these. And that's it then. So I don't think I'll bother changing Trystan. I think I'll save him for tomorrow. And I'll pop off for now and get back to whatever I'm doing. I'm in two minds. I don't know whether to do some work on my Skyer. I'm like that. Or I have got another metre of fabric, another full metre, that I want to use up. I did actually order it to make a small dress, but when it arrived, it's cream. It's got roses all over it. And when it arrived, the roses all over it are much bigger than they looked on the sample online. Online, it looked like it would be bigger than these, not ditzy like this, but nice for the smaller babies. And the roses are so big on there, it would actually be good for somebody more like Narnia's size. But I don't really fancy the fabric for Narnia or Madison, so I'll leave it in the drawer until and in my stash until I find something that I want to make with it. And I forgot because I was going to do my own tag, so I'll save that for tomorrow. I'll save that for tomorrow. I'll bring Trystan on tomorrow, and I'll do my own little mini tag, and we'll go from there, because I knew there was something. When I was talking, I was thinking, I've forgotten something. I know I've forgotten something. And that's what it is. Oh, silly me. Silly me on a Saturday afternoon. Oh, my goodness. Right, so I'm off now, and I shall be back tomorrow, and I'll bring Trystan on, and I'll do my own tag. And I'll let you know what I finally did get up to the rest this afternoon, which is now 1:45, just gone 1:45. So the rest of the afternoon is going to go really quickly now. I don't know where today's gone. It's like, vroom, it's gone. You woke up, you did some things, you turned around, and it was all over again. The light will be starting to fade and things like that in another, good hour or so. And there goes a siren right on cue. There is actually a big fire in a dry cleaning place up in Exeter today. And there's 15 fire engines there. And they've come from all over the place because our government has just cut back on all our fire engines. And they're getting rid of a lot of fire stations and fire engines. Like if you've got two, you might end up with only one and this sort of thing. I don't know how we fared with ours here because they were on about shutting it. I mean, we live across the road from it, so we see it go in and out all day, every day. It must go out, I don't know. I mean, a quiet day would be 3 times, and sometimes they're only out quickly. They might be back in half an hour. But they've had to get fire engines from all over the place to go to this fire now. So it just goes to show, doesn't it? All these cuts and all the rest of it they're making and putting people's lives and property at risk. Not good. So I'm going to go for now. And I shall be back tomorrow. I hope you like Scarlett's dress. Well, it'll be Scarlett's and Dakota's and any other little ones that come along in the future. Well, there might be one more little girl. Because I don't know what's going on with my Corvin sculpt still. I put in a claim now in PayPal because I paid for it on the 9th of January and I still haven't had it yet. So they're sorting that out. So we'll just have to see what happens because I don't really know what to say. I'm not going to say who it was, but I won't be buying from them again, so that doesn't matter. I don't want to start a huge row and be people swearing and be nasty to me all over YouTube. But but I would definitely not buy from her again, and I am disappointed because I expected more of her. But there you go. It's one of those things, isn't it? And these things happen. It's not the end of the world. There's more important things going on in the world than Dee's sculpt hasn't arrived. But I'm hoping to get a refund for it, and then I'm going to have a look for a different sculpt, and I want to get a girl one. But I wouldn't be surprised if, you can never tell, can you? It's like you're not never guaranteed anything in this life, so you're not guaranteed you get your money back, even though PayPal too generally 99% of the time it seems come down on the side of the buyer. But we'll see. It doesn't make sense to me because because if you are not happy as a customer and you say you're not happy and the reasons why, which were fair, because you know me, I'm not really, I'm not the type to just make trouble over nothing. In fact, I'm more likely to be more over patient and put up with more, because I don't, these things don't bother me like that. And I don't need it for a customer or something like that. I haven't got a customer saying to me, I've paid for my baby and I want you to hurry up and make it, and where is it and why haven't you started, and all that kind of thing. So, I haven't got all those sort of pressures. But now I don't really want it anymore. And I'm thinking to myself, it's still not arrived, because that's another thing I thought. If you watch now, as soon as I put in a claim, they'll turn around the next thing, they'll post it out and it'll be on the doorstep in a day or so, and I'm not sure that I want it now, because our babies are personal, aren't they? We get attached to them for all different reasons, and there's always going to be like a cloud over this one now, so I'm not really keen. I mean, if it just turns up, then what do you do? Because if you send it back, you're going to go all through this again. But they haven't sent it out up to now, and PayPal are in the final sorting out and deciding what goes on and everything. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm really hoping that I get my money back, and then I'm going to look for a girl, then a little girl. But I've been looking around, and at the moment nothing's grabbing me. I really, really wanted the Lulu, and then I saw the review that Myra's Little Bugs, did the other day. I found her channel, I'd not seen it before, and she was doing reviews of it, because I was looking online to look at the kit, as you do, because I always do that when I'm thinking about a kit. And the thing about the legs I don't really like, because apparently it's got forward facing legs, but and it says it's got full legs, but the way the legs are done, they're like short in the thigh, and I don't want a baby that looks stumpy. Lovely face on it and all that kind of thing, but it's put me off now. Plus as well, it's got like a funny long thumb. Now the funny long thumb that looks like a finger and is like about half an inch longer than its other thumb, for such an expensive kit as well. I mean, they're retailing for like £106, something like that. So that's a lot of money. So the things that's wrong with it is not on really, but it is a nice, it's difficult to know what to say. It is a nice looking sculpt and everything. She's got a lovely face. She's making a lovely baby, but that's sort of put me off now, because if it was a £30 kit and it wasn't so fantastic in a few areas, but it would look okay, I'd put up with it. But for normal people, that's an awful lot of money, because I would have to get my refund back, and then I would have to save the rest to put towards it. So it'd be a major purchase for us. We're pensioners, we're not working anymore, so it'd be a major purchase for us and a major investment in my collection. And I think that's a lot of money if it's not 100%. But that's just my my opinion. If you've got one, I mean, she is gorgeous, there's nothing wrong with it, and if she's beautifully painted, she's going to look fine probably. But I just think, I don't know, that's a lot of money for something that when you get it and you put it together and its legs look a bit short when you put things on it and things, it's not going to be so nice, is it? But hey ho, there you go. There are other kits and things. There's a few others I like that cost a lot less than that I'll probably consider. But I just want to be sure, because this is going to be the last one I'm going to buy for a while. Because this will be, number 13 when this one comes in, and there's no way I'm getting any more. I've got no room. I have literally got not a space to put another baby in, so I don't want to mess about with this one now. It's got to be something that I really want and I'm going to enjoy. Plus, I've got the 3 little boys, so I've got Scarlett, and I'll have Dakota, my Skyer, when she's finished. So I need another girl, and she will be Ruby, because I need to have a Ruby, because I've got to have Ruby and Scarlett back in my collection. And Ruby is absolutely one of my favourite ever names, so I really want, because the collection is sort of, this is it for a long time now, because I don't part with them easily. I want it to be perfect, you know, and I want to have a ruby back in my collection. It's really important. So, you know, to me, just it's just a name, and it's just I love it, and I love the name. I used to have a little tiny Yorkie, you know, the little tiny teacup ones. I had a little tiny teacup Yorkie named Ruby Tuesday, and she was full of mischief. She was absolutely adorable, and really tiny, bless her. Oh, but we, you know, they don't last forever, do they? But yeah. But then when I got the babies, then like I thought, well, along the way I'll have Ava, which I did at one point. I had an Ariella called Ava when I used to have my shop back in 2009. So yeah, 2009. I had Ava, and she used to be on my shop a lot. And then I thought I'd save it then, because when I got my Angelica, she was going to be Ava, and I was keeping that for her. But then when I got my Angelica finally, and I made her, and I thought, she doesn't look like an Ava. She doesn't look like an Ava. She looks like Narnia. She needs a special name. She needs something different, something individual. So I decided to call her Narnia. And so far she hasn't got a middle name, because I've not found anything I like to go with it. But I like the double barrel names. I like Owen Roy, and I like Scarlett Olivia, and I like Grace Annette, and they tend to Scarlett's not named, hasn't got a second name that's named after anybody, but generally they are oh yes, they are, they've all got names that you really like, or they're related to somebody or something like that. Like Grace Annette was my mother. Abby Rose was my Auntie Margaret Rose, who I absolutely adored. She was like my second mother. And they've all got names like that, you know, that is all added on, or is, you know, related to something. So yeah, so there we go. So I'll leave you there for now. It's saying on 22 minutes. Whoa. Don't take me long, does it, to build up my time? Oh my goodness. Right, so I'm off for now. I'm going back to my potterings and see what I'm going to do, and finish my coffee and finish my film. Found a couple of good... Is anybody else I've tried with Netflix that you go on there and you can't find anything to watch, and then you're going around and around, you think, well, I've seen all these, and then you put something on, and then you go to look underneath to things similar to this, and you know, it says more like this, and you click on it, and it brings up all these herds of other things that you've got no way of finding any other way. It's really weird. You know, am I missing something? You know, there's no like A to Z or TV guide type thing on there. I mean, obviously, you know, you pick what you want when you want to watch it, so you're not going to want like a TV guide as such. But they don't say, you know, there's nowhere where you can go and like, these are all the films, these are all this, these are all the documentaries, because I love the documentaries, especially the binge watching ones where you can go on and have it run all day while you're, say, spending a day crafting or something like that, and it's just running away in the background. You can listen, you can watch, you know, all that kind of thing. But and like I say, unless I'm missing something, they don't make it easy to find stuff. But this last week, I sat there the other afternoon just looking around on there, trying to find things to put on my list so I could watch them when I am doing things in this craft room. Excuse me. And I found quite a few things, and I don't usually watch a lot of films, because a lot of films today are rubbish. I don't care what anybody says. But I found a couple of good ones last week, and one last Saturday had me in tears. Dead Man Walking, I think he was called, with Susan Sarandon and what's his name? You see, Married to Madonna, Sean Penn. Yeah, I'm sure it was him. And he was a convicted murderer waiting for the electric chair with no injection in it now, and all that kind of thing. And she was his religious advisor, because she was a nun, and you know, with all the rest of it. And like, I don't usually watch all that. I think, oh God, what a load of crap, because it's not real and all the rest of it. I'll go off and watch a documentary about, I don't know, the latest pandemic or something like that, or history or something. But I left it run and I watched it, and I really enjoyed it. And at the end I was crying like a baby, quietly to myself so no one could see. Sniffle sniff, and I pretend to sew in the back room. Oh dear. So right, I'm off now, definitely this time. 24 minutes, 56, 57, ticking away. So I hope you all have a lovely rest of your weekend. and I'll come back tomorrow and do my own tag, my little mini tag, and bring Trystan on, and I'll let you know what else I've done today then, and what I end up doing, if anything at all. So bye for now. Take care, everyone. Lots of love. Bye.